Hi folks, welcome to Dicky's ZBrush Automate tutorial from beginner to master. Thanks for choosing my X voice over my previous chapters. Dicky will take over chapter 7. In this chapter, I will talk about the material, the shadow of the mesh, and how you can set up the light for your mesh. And in the next chapter, I will start to talk about the brushes. ZBrush provides us this anime head, and I'm just gonna use this head for this chapter. In Lightbox, in project, there is a demo anime head, and you can use this head to follow this chapter. If you have your own mesh, feel free to use your mesh to follow this chapter. Currently, this head is using matte cap gray material, and then just hover over your mouse to the left panel. There is a material board icon right here, and then just click this and you will see this window pop up, and there are a lot of materials that ZBrush already provide us. When you click this material, you will see they immediately change to the material you select, and I'm gonna introduce you what material I mostly use. The first one I personally love to use is basic material, and sometimes I also use flat color. You will see now it's just one flat color, and if I drag this color panel, I can change to black color, red color, and green color. Sometimes it's useful. And I also use outline thing. So let me go back to white color. So you will see this white outline, and sometimes it's really useful for me to reshape the mesh. And for the eyeball, I like to use plastic material. Sometimes I also use menthol material. Yeah, menthol 01. You can also use your own material, or you can download or buy the material from the website. I open ZBrush Download Center Library website. So this website, it provides you some free materials. And I'm just gonna download one material and show you how you can use your own material in ZBrush. For example, I'm gonna use this one. It's called RC Clay Skin. So I click this, it open up, and then I just click this download button. Go back to ZBrush, click this material shelf, and then there is a load button. Just click this, and you can now select the material you just download, RC Clay Skin, and then click open. And you will see right now the mesh apply the RC Clay Skin. Go back to the material shelf. There is an option called Save as Startup Material. So once you apply this material, right, and then you click this Save as Startup Material, and next time you open ZBrush, your mesh will directly have this material applied. I hover over my mouse to the color panel, and then you see this mesh color just change, and you are not changing the mesh color. This is preview colors. Alright, let's move to the next topic, the shadow of the mesh. And I'm gonna use basic material to talk about the shadow. You now see there are shadow on this anim head, like you see this dark area, and this is the shadow. And look at the top menu, there is a render shelf. Just open it and then click this tiny button. So if you snap to the side panel, click this render properties, and if you expand its window and look down, go down, there is a shadow option. So click this off and on. You can see the shadow is on and off on the mesh. I think right now the mesh is too far to let you see the difference. So I'm gonna zoom in and then click shadow off and on so you see the difference. Right, the dark area is not that dark. Okay, right now I have my render properties window open up. So let's hold shift and then open this preview shadows. So now two windows will open up at the same time. And then when this shadow is still turning on, now you click this deep shadow on and off. You will see based on the shadow is already half. Once you turn on the deep shadow, the shadow on the mesh gets darker. Okay, I'm gonna close up preview shadow and render properties window. And let's move to adjusting the light. Okay, I just zoom out this anim head mesh. And right now you will see the light is come out from the top and it's light up this area and also the ear this area. In the top panel there is a light shelf, so click this and then this window pop up. Same thing, click this tiny button and it will snap to the side panel. So yeah, let's close up this render shelf. Alright, so the panel will be cleaner right now. So you see this ball, right? And then right now we have one light, and then the light position is on the top. Just click this orange little dot. Right now it's on the top, so the light lights up the top of the mesh, like from the top. And then just drag this orange dot and move it to the center. And right now you see the lights directly light up the front side of the mesh. And now if I move to side, it lights up from the side. And I move it to the bottom, it lights up from the bottom. And then if I click this material, like preview material right here, you will see the whole mesh become very dark. And then you click again, the lights will be back. We can adjust the light intensity. Right now is 0.85. So see if I drag this slider, so the light will be darker, and then I drag this number bigger, the light will be stronger. Yeah, let me go back to 0.85. Right now we have one light, and I can click this button, I double click maybe, and then you can turn on another light, your second light. And then you can drag this orange dot to change the direction of the light. And then if I want to switch back to my first light, just click this. And right now I can modify my first light. For example, I drag this first light, orange dot, to the left side. So right now my first light is coming from the left side. Alright, so I click second light. Let me adjust the second light come from the right side. So you see now I have second light coming from the right side. And I can also change the light's color. For example, I'm gonna change my first light, like click this color panel. Let's say I wanna make a cyberpunk style, so it's kind of like purple and blue, right? So let me go to purple color. The light now is purple. I click my second light, click this color panel, and I'm gonna choose a blue color. So you will see right now my little head mesh is having kind of cyberpunk feeling right now. Also, let me adjust the intensity of the light. Alright, yeah, this is just example. So click this light again. Now I turn off my second light and then click my first light. Yeah, I just wanna make my light go back to the status I adjust before, like 0.85, and then move my orange dot in the center. Alright, let's move to my next topic. I want to talk about render in ZBrush. So on the upper right corner, there is a BPR icon. It says render, and then just click this. You will see it's actually rendered, but let me adjust the light to the side so if you have a better see. Yeah, let me click this again. So right now you see it actually render, and then you see right now the shadow is very sharp. Okay, let me turn on the floor, and then now I click render again. You will see the floor receive the shadow. Yeah, right now the shadow is super sharp right now, and we can adjust the shadow for rendering for better render. Let's reopen render shelf, and then let's go to BPR shadow. And you see now there is section called floor shadow strength, and then G strength, and then raise, angle, blur, resolution, gamma, fall off. These are the properties I mostly adjust. So let's adjust angle first. So let's see, I will put 30 for the angle. Now I click render again. Now you see the shadow become blurry, like it's not that sharp like before. So let me adjust blur. I'm just gonna give a render number, and then I render again. Now you see the whole shadow blur out a little bit, and then let me adjust global shadow and also floor shadow. Yeah, now you see the floor shadow is not that dark anymore, and I can higher up gamma and fall off. And angle, I'm gonna give a bigger number. Yes, so these are the number you can play with. I'm gonna higher up this shadow raise count. Render again. Okay, I just twist the number, and now you see we got smoother shadow. So if you have free time, you can also play with this number and get the result you want for your mesh. Okay folks, for this chapter I did not prepare script. I directly record my chapters as I go. So hopefully my tutorial this chapter is still helpful for you. And in next chapter, I will talk about the brushes. For a better performance, I might drag Susime X back to help out voice over my tutorial, but I just realized record as I go is way more easier for me. Well, either way, Dicky is still gonna make the tutorial amazing and good and great. Thanks for watching and see you in my next chapter.